Hello and welcome to this live interaction with me, Ashish Parekh. And in the latest development, ISRO has been looking at our neighboring planets for quite some time now. And now French space agency CNES has announced that France will participate in ISRO's Venus mission that is scheduled in 2025. In fact, the president of ISRO, K7, and also the president of CNES have in fact gone ahead and met and reviewed the access of cooperation between France and India in the space industry. And also at the same time, it has been announced that VIRAL, that is the Venus Infrared Atmospheric Gases Linker instrument co-developed with the Russian Federal Space Agency Roscosmos and also the Latmos Atmosphere Environment and Space Observation Laboratory attached to the CNRS National Scientific Research Center has been selected by ISRO for this particular mission. In fact, this will be the first time that a French payload will be sent on an Indian exploration mission. Now, speaking to us about this and also giving us an insight as to what exactly could be the target for the Venus mission, I have our expert for the day, Senior Professor Jayant Moti from the Indian Institute of Astrophysics. So first of all, Professor Moti, after the Mars mission, that is the Mangalyaan, and also the missions on Moon, that is Chandrayaan 1 and 2, ISRO is now turning towards Venus to carry out its interplanetary mission. What are the primary objectives of this? And of course, the recent discovery in the Venus atmosphere has also added to the excitement regarding this particular mission.
Well, you know, the primary purpose of ISRO's planetary missions is to show the technology. It's not really so much the science. It's to show that we can go to Venus as we went to Mars, and we can do it at a very cost-competitive price.
Yeah.
So the science is a bonus. The pictures that have come out of Mangalyaan been excellent, but they're a bonus. The real purpose is to show that we can do it. And in fact, we were the first country to go to Mars on the first attempt.
Exactly.
So they've shown their capability.
Yeah. Also, Professor Moti, if you could just give us an idea as to how exactly the Martian, the Venus mission would look like. Yes, when we talk about Mars, we know that there's an orbiter, or any other planet, there's an orbiter, and then you have the rover coming out, and all of these things. How exactly would a mission on Venus look like?
Well, I expect that they're still working out the details, because, of course, the mission has been delayed by 2 years. I think 2025 now. And so what they really should do is to take a close look at the maximum information.
Absolutely. Also, so France and India now share a strong collaboration in the area of space. For example, it is one of the three nations in which, with which India actually works in strategic nuclear, space, and also defense sectors. And the other two are, of course, United States and Russia. For example, now India and France are also working on ISRO's Gaganyaan mission as well, which aims to send 3 Indians to space by 2022. So strategically, how important is this particular collaboration with France? Yes, we've heard of collaborations with the US and the Russia. With France in particular, strategically, how important is it for India going ahead as far as space industry is concerned?
You know, I think France is actually our oldest collaborator. Back in the early days of ISRO, French scientists were actively collaborating with ISRO. They were heavily involved in the development of the rocket program. And so France is has been an active collaborator. And now France has done great things in space. They're, especially as part of Ariane, the satellite, the launching company, and with many of their science satellites. So they have extensive experience in space, and they have an excellent science program.
Absolutely.
So I think collaboration with them is all to the good.
Also, Professor Moti, now going to different planets brings about different set of challenges for all of these missions. Now, Venus in particular, what would be the biggest challenge for a probe to enter Venus? Yes, we are talking about high temperature, high pressure, and all of these things. But in particular, what would be the challenges that would be much more remarkable than any other planet that the Venus will pose in front of the Indian space probe?
I think what you want to do is to look at the science that is important. And if your science needs you to go to the surface, then of course you have the high temperatures and high pressures and the very acidic environment, and that will present a whole set of challenges.
Yeah.
If you want to go to maybe 30 kilometers up in the atmosphere, which maybe is where any life, if the life exists, is, then that's a completely different set of challenges. I know the French had were trying to push a balloon program where you send a balloon to Venus, and that balloon rises and drops through that potentially light-bearing zone. So it depends on the science.
Also, yes, Professor, lastly, before we end this live discussion, remember last time we had spoken about how sending a probe to Venus is something that is, of course, important and for various reasons. But now with the discovery of a biomarker in the form of phosphine, it even makes the probe on Venus even more important. But now, the last time that we spoke about this particular topic, we were talking about the US probes that were being planned by NASA and how there could possibly be a last-minute tweak to make sure that even phosphine is discovered or anything regarding that is done. So can India's mission, which is already planned now, have some sort of a instrument or a technique to in fact go ahead and deal with the latest discovery regarding phosphine that has come out?
Well, as you know, the space missions are planned far in advance. But still, we have 5 years to go. So I think if I were in ISRO, I would seriously look at having an instrument that would go and make a major contribution to this whole phosphine story. So I would look at it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Professor, for joining us. That was our expert for the day, Professor Jayant Moti from Indian Institute of Astrophysics, joining us and telling us about the strategic partnership between ISRO and French Space Agency in their mission to Venus, and also how this particular mission could also boost India's chances or also consolidate India's position in the world of space, given the fact that we were successful as far as our Mangalyaan mission was concerned and also almost successful as far as Chandrayaan missions, both the Chandrayaan missions were concerned. So do let us know what you guys think in the comment section below, and also do not forget to like, share and subscribe to News 9 Digital. Thanks for watching.